Yo, Jay, what time is it?
New Chip on the Block podcast.
Yeah, man,
Okay.
let's go.
NCOTB.
Let's go.
Let's go. Have you ever had a day go south with a chip in your mouth? Nah, this fried potatoes too packed with flavor. It's a universal snack finding everyone's favor. Better listen up and buy a bag for your neighbor. These the only chips in our hands, we don't gamble. No chip too gross or gourmet, we can't handle. So whether you're going to work or on a walk, grab a bag and munch along, we'll see you on the block.
Yo, dust those crumbs off your shoulder.
Grab a bag, munch along, we'll see you on the block. Just go get a bag, man, go to the pantry. Yeah, grab a bag, munch along, we'll see you on the block.
Welcome to New Chip on the Block podcast, where we review chips, we talk about our love for chips, and review everything chip culture. My name's Chris.
I'm Jordan.
And Jordan, why don't you hit us with the chip fun fact of the day?
Yeah, this one is cool. Makes me want to do a deep dive even more after this. But the first recipe for potato chips originally was called fried shavings and appeared in a cookbook from 1824. So
Yeah.
the people have been chipping
Since
for a long time, dude.
Yeah.
And that's the first recorded.
So
It for sure
you
existed
said
before.
fried chipping? Shavings.
Fried shavings.
Fried shavings.
Potato shavings. Oh, I wonder if it was shaved. Yeah, and this is why I want to do the deep dive.
Yeah.
Because fried shavings, like, would it have been the skins that they deep fried originally?
Yeah.
Or I mean, people back then though, like they used the whole thing. So yeah, I wonder. But anyway, that's the fun fact.
Does fried shavings sound good to you?
Nope.
Like if you saw it on a menu, it sounds like it sounds like leftovers, right?
Yeah. It's also super vague.
Right.
Shave. I think of pencil shavings when I hear the word shavings, or
Yeah.
like I don't know, beard trimmings.
Yeah. I think of when you peel off the skin and throw it away, right?
Okay.
So it's like the leftovers, which is
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that's the fun fact.
Nice. Cool. Well, today we have a very interesting flavor. We actually got this bag in Singapore. So I don't know if it's available in Canada. I'm sure if you're willing to pay enough, you could probably get it.
Yeah.
But
maybe
today
a local TNT or something.
Exactly. Today we're going to be reviewing Meadows Coriander flavored potato chips. So Jordan, I want to ask you, what are your thoughts around coriander, cilantro?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Is coriander cilantro? I
don't know.
Be like exposing
I
my
know. They're
intelligence
They're
here.
sold at the same price, and they're sold right beside each other.
They look awfully similar.
They might be the same. For the sake of this, let's just
Okay.
We apologize.
I'm using cilantro as my reference.
Yeah.
Frame of reference. So it's like a garnish food for me. I usually see it or something similar kind of on top of a breakfast burrito or whatever, and it's like I don't eat it. I kind of put it off to the side. So to have potato chips covered in that flavor,
and only that.
I don't know, and only that flavor. I don't know. I'm kind of iffy.
Okay.
On what to expect. How about you?
It's one of those things. I enjoy it. I don't know. I enjoy it because it complements other things. To have it on its own, I've never eaten like a bowl of coriander. I don't like. Some people get the soap flavor. I don't get that.
Right.
In general, I like it on fresh foods. Right. So like a taco, it enhances it for me because it makes something that's supposed to be light and fresh even fresher. Now I don't necessarily think of chips as something that is refreshing. So I'm curious. I don't know what this would have to do to make me like it, though, if I'm honest.
That's fair.
So, what do you think of the bag design?
I mean, it's a beautiful, I don't know, would you call that like Kelly green?
It is a good
Kelly
green.
Yeah,
it's one of the better greens.
Yeah, and now that I'm looking at it more closely, like it looks so similar to cilantro. So, I mean, I apologize. I'll also do a deep dive on coriander after to make sure I check myself for the future, but made from whole potatoes. It looks good. It kind of reminds me from appearance of like what a like sour cream and onion chip would look like.
Yeah.
Kind of plain, nice, kind of
Yeah.
speckled with green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at it, you can't help but think it's got to be healthy for you.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I've ever seen a more health conscious looking bag of chips.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, potatoes are already healthy, right?
Yeah.
So like
yeah.
throw some coriander on
Sure.
it. Let's go.
Like the potato looks like minimally fried, right? It doesn't have like the ridges that maybe that deep friedness would give you. I mean, like I said, coriander, I think it not only enhances the refreshingness, but it looks refreshing, right? It looks like just sprigs of, nature.
Yeah. With this, I anticipate that I'm going to be hit with more like floral or like essence of flavors as opposed to like a punchy on my tongue flavor, if that makes sense.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything else about the bag that...
Did a lot of these, when you were in Asia, did a lot of these bags look similar in terms of chips? Because they do look different than other
has
chips.
A bit of a cleaner look, right? Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Cool.
I think food branding in Asia seems a little bit cleaner. Yeah. So this was made in Malaysia.
Okay,
so
Malaysia.
Maybe I'm giving Singapore too much credit. It's actually a Malaysian chips. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. All right. Well, let's dive in.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Yeah. I don't know. These are one of those thicker bags that I'm not sure if you can do the.
Yeah. Like, do we need scissors?
It might be
you might have to bite it.
Oh, it might be. It's one of these. The corners.
The corner ones.
Which is
not
a fan.
That's at least 0.3 points off the final rating.
It's a good point. Like that is not something that is in its favor. So
yeah.
Right. Well, let's do the smell.
And yeah, we smelling.
Okay. I don't know what that smells like. It doesn't smell like coriander or
no.
Yeah, you gotta like really stick your nose in.
It smells familiar. It smells familiar, but I can't put my nose on it.
Yeah. It's not like disgusting, but what I would say is there's nothing appetizing about the smell. You know, sometimes you smell something, it's like, oh, that's got to taste good. Yeah. I'm getting none of that.
Yeah. It's I don't know if I've said floral before, but like
yeah,
it's floral. And already I'm like, I don't know if I like eating floral things.
Okay. Yeah.
At least not when it comes to
chips.
Not when it comes to chips.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. Well,
all
right.
In.
Yep. Let's dive in. I mean, right off the bat, it doesn't. There's nothing. It doesn't look like that. Like there's even color. It's pretty basic.
It looks like pretty sparse on the.
And maybe that's good. Maybe you don't
coating.
want like a heavily flavored. Like it's got to be subtle. So cheers.
Sure. Cheers.
Oh.
That's weird, man. Can I just like off the bat? We are eating these before the best before date.
Yeah.
They're not crunchy.
No. I mean, they came from halfway around the world. I don't know if that.
But, I mean, so does a lot of the food that.
Yeah.
Like, so did.
Right.
Like, stuff is always traveling, right?
Yeah.
By air or by train.
Yeah, these are not.
By boat.
These are not good.
No.
I
didn't expect it to taste like this.
If you put a gun to my head and asked me to guess the flavor, I would have no idea what this is.
You'd say cilantro, and they'd be like, "No, you fool! It's
what if
coriander."
If you had to guess this flavor, what like
it's sweet. It's a little bit sweet.
Yeah.
It's so weird. And you know what? This chip, like the way that it's sticking in my molars, like in my teeth. I don't know if that's like TMI or just weird to hear, but this is the whole chip experience. And yeah, it's too, I don't know if like, I don't think starchy is the right word, but like kind of like gummy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just congealing. Yeah.
Yeah. There's.
I don't know why I'm reaching for more. I think it's because I want to try and like it, and I want to get down to like what this actually.
I think
like
I'm trying to figure out what the flavor is. Because it tastes like something, but not coriander.
Yeah, it's like when
maybe
when
like mint.
It does have that sort of a little bit of that refreshing component. So like in terms of what we see on the bag, it is weirdly delivering on that.
Yeah. Or like basil. It tastes like
not basil, but
it tastes like some sort of herb, but not this one. Like thyme. It's a little bit sweet. But you know, I said like, the thing about cilantro or whatever for me is like the refreshingness.
Right.
It's like the opposite. It makes it feel less bright.
Yeah,
It dulls it out.
Like texture wise and like mouthfeel. I feel very pasty right now, and we haven't been talking that long.
No.
So also it's like I don't know if it was the type of like flavor coating or, man, not.
Yeah.
This one's stumping me.
But I am.
You're going
still
back for
eating
more.
it.
Yeah, right.
So
it's kind of weird.
It's like perplexing.
Yeah, it's like a mystery chip.
Yeah. I think that I don't know what I was expecting with a chip like this. I don't know what audience is going for this chip. Mm-hmm. Is it purely just one of those, hey, let's try out a crazy chip flavor? Yeah. Or do people go to the grocery store saying, ooh, man, I got to stock up on some coriander chips?
And is it more of like the health nuts in your life, right? Like, are they looking for a healthy chip for their cheat day and they think it's going to be healthy or good for you because it's coriander and not some like crazy cheese or like, I don't know, other heavy flavor.
It has, I think I got the flavor. Mm-hmm. It tastes like celery that has been left out for a while.
Okay,
like not like
that in my mind
not like a crunchy, refreshing celery. It's like, it's been sitting there. It's a little bit like the it's not as moist. It's kind of dried out. It's warm.
And then they tried to put like the stalk in a cup of water to like revitalize it.
But,
right? And then they realized, no, like the celery's garbage.
Yeah.
They chuck it. It tastes like the water.
Yes. Yes. But after a while, it's not cold water. There's nothing refreshing about this water. This is stale water. This is stale celery stalk water.
With that description in mind, excuse me. I mean that it's pretty close.
Well, I think we got an obvious. Would you munch this or would you punch this?
Can't eat anymore. I mean, shout out Meadows. I would love to try more chips from across the pond, but this one isn't the one I would go for.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a punch for me. This is a punch for me, and I think it's a punch because it lacks especially the crunch. You open a bag and you want that satisfying first bite.
Absolutely.
And it didn't deliver on that. So
what's your 5-star rating?
Yeah, my 5-star. Oh man. Like a 2.3.
Yeah.
A low 2.
Right.
Or low 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's an obvious punch for me. There's really no upside to this bag of chips unless you're like even if you like coriander or cilantro, like I don't think this has anything to offer. The crunch isn't there. It's a weak chip, like a weak base chip. Mm-hmm. Plus you add a flavor that like, if it's true to form and we're actually saying it tastes like warm celery water. Yeah. I don't know how much you can give. I don't know. I feel bad putting it in the ones, but it's like a 1.5 for me. Like there's literally no redeeming quality to this chip
other than the clean branding.
Yeah, and the Kelly green
for them. The Kelly green.
Kelly green. Maybe if we had this fresh in Malaysia, be different. Meadows.
That's true.
Feel free to fly us out to Malaysia to eat at the factory. Be more than happy to do that.
Yeah. So sorry, you said 1.
I said 1.5.
All right.
And that's generous because I'm not sure if I've had a chip worse than this chip. It's one of the worst.
It says a lot for a chip loving dude like you.
Yeah.
All right, well, there you have it. Meadows, coriander. Hey, if you're a coriander fan, grab a bag yourself.
Yeah.
See how much it costs on Amazon. Or if you're where it's accessible,
Yeah.
grab a bag. Yeah. If you like this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your family, share it with your friends. Give us a 6-star review.
And may your casual snacking lead to lifelong friendship goals. See you on the block.